Let's kill this. Are going to spawn a poop on each adjacent tile. I'm so scared and sad. All of our cats got gigantism. Hello, my beautiful Mewgenics gamers. Today, we're in the desert, and I actually just died in the desert about 35 seconds ago, so I know that the desert is a very difficult place to be. So I have a very weird team comp right now. I've got a thief, a ranger, a necromancer, and a mage. That means I've got no melee attackers and no one to take damage, except for the zombies that the necromancer will inevitably make because he does have reanimate. So we're just gonna hop into this shit and go fast because I am mad at the enemies that killed me, and I want to see them again so I can take revenge. There appears to be some kind of sentient brick that is, scary. It's called a thump. No doubt based on a thwomp. Or a womp. You know, the Super Mario type enemies? I'm sure you're well aware of thwomps and whatever. We're gonna go here. They can only be damaged from behind, it says, so we're gonna teleport behind him, of course, because that's one of the things that we love doing as a thief. And then I guess we have to end our turn now. That's a little scary. Oh, there's also some kind of baby death worm. Oh no, he went underground and then he died, so I guess maybe attacking him was pointless. Let's go here, and then we have the bone worm has, I can't see how much armor it has because of the positioning of the UI elements. What if I do this? I still can't see. Let's shoot this guy then. And then let's face this cactus. We could poop at will now, but I really don't want to. I see nothing to gain from that. I'm not a blue baby player typically. I play Tainted Keeper, so I'm like a greedy bastard. And that's my main thing. So every time we cast a spell, we gain extra magic damage, so I think that we should keep that in mind and go crazy on our spells. Let's shoot this guy. That only did 2 damage, even though it was crit. Okay, so it loses height when it gains damage. So this is kind of the same concept as the swarm, except it's a stationary bone man. Our range is really great as our ranger today because of the fact that we can shoot anyone that's next to our allies. But I'm actually not gonna move, and I'm just gonna shoot this guy. And then we crit. So I'm kind of liking this all ranged build. It feels a lot safer to me. Let's see what we can do about this bone worm. Great. It's dead. Now let's use the spring and throw this chicken ponder to gain extra intelligence so that we have increased mana regen, which means we could teleport behind multiple units per turn as we move forward. This guy kills our flea. Better than if it had killed you or me. Bars. Let's kill this. Okay, apparently you're not supposed to walk in front of the baby death worm because it behaves as if its name was Harpoon. And now I kind of do want to poop. I see the value now. We'll end our turn. And the death worm dies. Okay, let's teleport here. Okay, so we do 7 damage now. I'm gonna shoot this chicken. If I crit, it won't kill it anyway, but we could just shoot it because... Let's go here. Let's send a coin. Let's spawn a coin on our wishing well. We got mana. That's fine. Well, we don't have the mana yet, but we can have the mana later. We're gonna finish off this chicken with our thief, I think. Yep. Oh, we got an egg off that. That's really good. I think that that's the egg that spawns fetoids, so I'd like to have that. Here comes getting shot. This is rough. This is actually this area is so much harder than other areas. We could resurrect this chicken as a zombie, but honestly, I fail to see the value in that right now because the chickens are not generally seen as skilled combatants. We'll end our turn. We leech the... Okay, so we're gonna keep this guy short. I think that's our goal, is to keep this guy from being tall. Because if he's tall, we don't do a lot of damage to him. Yeah, see, that's better. That's much better. We are not able to hit him from here, so we do have to move to here, but I think this will kill him and end the combat. There we go. That was a difficult one, but I'm glad that we are learning the mechanics of the desert enemies so that in the future we might kill them more swiftly and efficiently. We got pocket sand, steal time, coin toss, and skin disguise. Yo, coin toss, this is like a Mistborn situation. This is a Kelsier maneuver. I think we're gonna take pocket sand because I think it's fun. I love Dale Gribble. I'm a big Dale Gribble head. He sounds kind of weird in the reboot, but that's because the original voice. I thought originally that was because the original voice actor died, but it turns out that the episodes that I thought were weird were actually the episodes that the original voice actor recorded. So I think that his voice had just gotten like harder to do Dale with for age, and then the later episodes of the reboot, he actually sounded more like Dale because it was a different voice actor who was just like kind of like, I guess, a Dale impressionist. That's my take. We're gonna take this can. Flora got a 6-pack. I hope that the liquids in this 6-pack can negate. Oh, it's a lobbed water attack that deals splash damage. Now that sounds bad because it's damage. You're gonna damage your own units, but it can damage. It's not about the damage today. It's about the getting ourselves wet to negate the effects of the heat wave so that we actually heal at the end of battle so that we're not consistently dying. In the meantime, let's go to this water place. We could afford a water bottle and an empty water bottle. I know everybody's carrying something, but I would like to give the water bottle to someone. I'll give it to our thief. So our attack does more damage. Let's drink this water bottle now. Our attacks do more damage. These are some scary looking bounty hunters, by the way. Anyway, our attacks as Miss, I don't know if it's pronounced Miss or Missy or whatever. I'm gonna call her Missy. Our attacks as Miss Young Sheldon moment. Our attacks as Missy do more damage the farther away we are. We're kind of like a sniper, but we could also teleport behind people, so we have a lot of mobility. We do have to be within range to teleport behind someone though. Which means that today, like this very turn, we're not going to be making use of our sort of sniper-esque abilities. Actually, we didn't even walk in range of a teleport, but that's okay. We are getting shot from a very far distance. I did not know they could shoot diagonally, but that's okay. I'm going to try to break this geode on this rock. Nothing happens. That's fine. Here comes our first actual attack. We're going to throw this bomb because I don't like these guys and I'm scared of them. Then we're going to shoot this guy as hard as we can. And then I'd like to break line of sight with this disgusting bounty hunter if possible. I think that breaks line of sight. And here comes our new fetus, our fresh-faced fetus friend. We're going to move him over here to start dealing with these swarms because there's a lot of swarms. Also, there's a carcass. Maybe we should have shot the carcass first and... But whatever, it's okay. Oh my god, they do eat damage on a per fly basis. That's dangerous. Let's not move. Let's shoot here. Great crit. And then we'll shoot a flea shot. And then that's it. I'm still worried about our thief getting murdered by this bounty hunter, this diagonal bounty hunter. A new maggot just spawned, a very annoying type of maggot, I might add. And here's what we're gonna do. I'd like to go here. I'd like to use pocket sand. And I'd like to shoot. Oh, these guys aren't in front of us. I kind of misjudged that. I need to start using the tactical view more when there's visually confusing enemies. But I'm gonna teleport actually behind this turkey and then shoot it. Ow, that was a high damage attack from that turkey. I did not know that it would be so high damage. Let's end our turn. Here comes that freak ass maggot to put my friend in prison. Let's deal with this carcass to avoid more maggots spawning, and then let's move our fetus in range of the bounty hunter so that he gets targeted instead of one of our cats. That is not... Oh, that is what happened. Beautiful. I like to see our fetus taking the damage for us. Here comes me hurting this maggot. Oh, I'm not in range. Here comes me hurting this maggot. And then, I guess, I don't want to take the damage. Well, actually, we could take the damage from this turkey. It's okay. Let's end our turn. Now, here goes our mage. We would like to deal with this bounty hunter, if at all possible. It only needs two. We only need to we only need to deal 2 damage to hit this bounty hunter, so we do it. Perfect. Then let's teleport over here just to be close to our friends. Here comes our swarm to damage our fetus. That's fine. We don't care about the fetus. The fetus is fodder. We go here. We shoot this guy. We spawn a flea on this guy. And then I'm going to test something on my highest ally, my highest health ally, which is this guy. Okay, so that does 5 damage, but it does negate the effect of the heat wave. I don't know if that negating the effect of the heat wave is permanent or if it's just for a single turn, but we'll find out. This turkey has a lot of like gumption and gusto. We're not allowed to teleport behind a unit right now because none of the units on the field have backs except for this turkey whose back is covered. That makes sense. Let's throw one of these tumors like out of here so that we don't have to deal with it. Then we can move to here and damage you. And then we're going to pocket sand you as well. I don't know if you're immune to being blind. You're not. That's great. Here comes me reanimating the corpse of one of my foes. And then moving to over here. And then shooting this swarm of flies. And that's it. I love shooting the flies. We're going to just shoot these flies. Nice. We dealt with that swarm. There's just a lot of swarms of flies abound. We're gonna go over here for a little bit of freedom. Our zombie is getting attacked. We shoot the flies again. And we shoot a flea at these flies. Critting with the flea is funny. So the heat wave going away does only last 1 turn. So in order to get the post-battle heal, we would have to get our units wet right at the end. Which seems like a difficult task to pull off for me personally. We're gonna shoot you. And then we're going to use the big spring and throw you over here. And now you have 1 health. Our maggot has this. Awesome. Victory in 4 rounds. The desert is a rough place to be. It's a very rough place to be. But it does not help us against any kind of ranged unit. So I think we're going Ball of Spiders. And here we go to a chest to get an item. We get a Prowler's Cap. I'm not sure what a Prowler's Cap is. Backstabs have plus 25% crit chance. We definitely put that on the thief because he loves backstabbing. Wolfie spies a cute little bird. It looks very soft and also very tasty. We charm here. We're very charming. It shitted on our face, so we're gonna, I guess, get bird poop. I hope that that is not a cursed item. It is. Plus 50% chance for an extra bird to spawn at the start of each battle, but -1 charisma. That's not the worst effect that you could have. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. Now we fight Marshmallow again. We had a little bit of trouble against Marshmallow in the last run that I died in, but, you know, that's fine. We go here, we shoot a nail as far as we can, and it only does 1 damage because of the situation. Then we teleport behind our ranger so that we don't get killed. So, as far as I see it, there's no reason to up our damage when we're fighting against an enemy who currently has a holy shield. It's a waste of time. So she gains a Holy Shield every time it's her turn, which is unfortunate, but we can deal with it. It's very easy. Well, it's not easy to deal with. It's a little tedious, and it definitely throws a wrench in our typical game plan, but we can do it. Now, our Necromancer being converted is bad and very hard to deal with. The good thing about our Necromancer, though, is that they basically can't die as long as there's a corpse on screen. And there's usually a corpse on screen in this world. We shoot you, we throw a flea out, and I want to throw this soda at one of our allies to negate the heat wave, but we're not going to finish this turn. And we are not really ready to do it. We're not ready. Here comes a Raven? We should kill the Raven. An all stats up is just too good to pass up, and maybe we get an item out of it. We got some kind of arm, and there is now a corpse on screen, which means our Necromancer can't die. Well, yeah, can't die, really. Converting our Ranger sucks really bad. It's critting our Necromancer. Oh god. Our Ranger's a demon when they're not in our control. What the hell? You have no Holy Shield. So we warp for the magic boost. Then we warp again for the magic boost. Then we shoot you. I would have loved to crit there. And then we move as far away as we can. Please. Please don't do this weird stuff. Oh no, they downed our Ranger. This is really bad. Here comes a shot. And we could reanimate our own teammate as a zombie. The fear there is that we'll never be able to get them back as not a zombie. And that's the opposite of what we would like to see, so we're not going to do it. Please don't convert. Oh no, this is really bad. The problem is, one of the main problems is that she gets so many turns. Why can we not teleport? Our teleport behind range is really bad. Please crit. No crit, that's fine. We could pocket sand to try to blind her. We definitely must do that. Then we can blind her again. I say every time we have a chance to inflict an effect on her, we do it. Please miss. She missed, thank God. That's why we blind her. Oh no, please miss. Thank God. Okay, blinding her has proven very useful. We're gonna hit her with our Geode as an attempt to get rid of her Holy Shield. Then we're gonna move. I'd like to move farther away if possible. Oh yeah, we'll move here. We'll shoot her with another leech shot. Now she has 2 leech. It also appears that we do get a heal as long as we have 2 leech on one enemy. This is it. We're about to be killed by our own friend. The good news is we will be resurrected on our turn. We blind you, and we blind you again, and we shoot you. We crit for sure, and we throw you over here so you could quit acting up. And then we end our turn. When does our Necromancer come back to life? Because they do have that passive ability, but it does not appear. There we go. Okay, we only have 1 health, but that's better than no health. That's definitely a lot better than no health. We move over, we leech shot you, and then we are going to spawn a poop on each adjacent tile so that you can't get to us without wasting a full turn. Here comes a horrible attack. I'm so scared and sad. We're gonna move here, and then we blind her. We do it again, and we just shoot her once and hope. Oh, and then we throw her as far as we can. That's the main thing. We gotta throw her as far as we can. and you're gonna do a bad thing. You down my thief. That is to be expected. You're getting 3 turns in a row now, which is terrifying. We break the poop. We get just within range. We blast you. Just for the leech. The leech is the key here. And then we poop again. And we poop again. We gotta keep ourselves walled in. The last thing we want is for her to touch us. And the first thing we want is for her to take damage from all our leeches. Okay, so it appears her main interest right now is in... not in hurting us, but in preventing herself from getting hurt. By moving around and casting Holy Shield. What she fails to realize is that she has a lot of leech on her. Actually, I don't want to leave here. I don't want to leave here at all. I'm putting the poop back, and then I'm ending my turn without doing anything. We're going to just let the leech do its job. I don't care if exhaustion sets in. Don't care. Okay, one more turn, and then it's over. Okay, that was really, really scary and bad, but we made it through, and our Necromancer seems to be the only one who's capable of doing anything. Teleport into a body, destroying it to heal 4 HP, gain +1 intelligence and +1 charisma. That seems really good. I'm going to take leeches and try to inflict leech 3 on all units except myself. I think that, honestly, this whole... our whole adventure today has to be about just keeping our Necromancer alive, because everyone else is in just horrible, horrible positions. And we could try to make them useful on the first turn, but I don't know, man. I'm really scared. We're gonna buy a water bottle, and then we're gonna buy another water bottle, and then we're only gonna have $4 left over. We find a mysterious machine. Let's turn it on. Please. Oh no. It purrs to life with loud, angry sounding beeps. What does that mean? Let's press scale. All of our cats got gigantism. What does that mean? What does gigantism entail exactly? +2 strength, +2 charisma, -2 range, -2 speed, and -2 luck. And we all have trample. So we're just huge cats now, and we're slow. We're just giants. We have a party of 4 giants. That's really cool and interesting that that can happen. It is, however, also greatly unfortunate that we have to live through this. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Okay, there's some very scary bone men here that I'm terrified of. Look at them. Skeleton Shamblers. Okay, so these are like the skeleton version of the Shamblers from the Boneyard. The Shamblers from the Boneyard were some of the enemies that I was most scared of in all of my life. And we deal with the Seagull. We get an item out of it. And even better, we spawn a corpse. Here comes a fucking Shambler. I'm terrified of it. It tosses stuff at... It just threw a cactus at my friend. That's not what I like to see. We teleport. We shoot the Shambler. We move. Oh, we can trample enemies now. We could trample literally any enemy. What's our movement range looking like? We can't... Oh, we should... Oh, okay. We gotta keep trample in mind, because all of us have trample now. We're all giant, so we can make good use of being giant. If I attack this guy, he dies. Ow. That hurt really bad. I'm gonna reanimate this as our friend. Is this not our friend now? Why did that not work? I'm scared. The way that these guys will just throw stuff at me is not fun to deal with. Let's drink this water bottle. Let's finish this guy off. I don't like him. I don't like his presence. And then let's try to get as far as we can from any enemies. Everything is in service of our necromancer being able to necromance. We go here. We shoot this guy. The fact that we have trample means we're walking through a lot of cactuses in the desert, and that is not great, but not the worst thing we could imagine. We ponder. We teleport behind this enemy. I should not have done that. I thought I'd have a chance to pocket sand him as well. There goes our mage, down for the count. This is a really rough run, mostly because I feel I was underprepared, but that's okay. I'm not upset. Let's shoot this thing. We can't reanimate these guys. As much as it seems like we can, we can't. So I'm not going to waste the mana even trying. Let's just shoot him again. And I'm going to spawn a poop in front of me because I'm scared of the way things are going in my life. Okay, so the biggest problem that we're facing as a nation is if my necromancer goes down, which it's looking like is definitely going to happen, if our necromancer goes down, which is looking like is definitely going to happen, we're going to respawn on our mage, and our mage is going to be dead forever. Let's try to finish this guy off. Okay, no, he's just down. Damn. This is fine. Here comes a bone shot, killing... Oh, it knocked our thief. That's okay. The spiders. The spiders. This is what we like to see. All of our teammates are down except for the necromancer, and the only corpse available to us is our own teammates' corpses. How much mana? We will have 12 mana on our next turn. And we can't really make use of leech, because every time one of these bone guys stops, like, being, every time one of these bone guys goes down, they lose all their status effects. So we're just gonna have to do what we can. And what we can do is not what we want to do. Here comes a bone shot. We are gonna kill one of our teammates now. Oh, apparently it doesn't work if you're the last guy. So that's 2 failed runs in the desert in one day.